Assuming that you are earning 30,000 per month, assuming that your monthly salary is equals to 30,000. It can be your monthly salary or your income from your business. It's giving you 30,000. And then you'll find people who are having a lot of problems trying to save out of 30,000. Sema, 30,000 ni pesa kidogo. Sasa utatoa pesa ya kusave wapi? You think that you cannot save when you're earning 30,000. It is because that the main problem of you not being able to save when you're earning this amount, it's because you're not coming up with a budget that can actually make sure that you have saved anything, that you have saved something. Ladies and gentlemen, the first rule of saving, you normally say that before you do anything, before you pay rent, before you do any or pay any kind of expense, you have to make sure that you have paid yourself first. And paying yourself is taking a certain percentage of the amount that you have gotten at the end of the month and putting it into an investment account or saving it. It's not just saving it, but putting it into an investment account where you're going to get some returns. And you're saying out of 30K, we are going to start with saving 20% of 30,000. And this one is going to give us 20% is going to give us, this is 0.20 times 30. It's going to give us 6,000, right? So 20% is going to give us 6,000 Kenya shillings. So this one is savings and investments. Savings and investments. So that, ladies and gentlemen, when you have 30K and you have deducted your 6K, na umeiweka mahali, you have even forgotten about it, you are not going to, whatever you are remaining with is 24,000. Sasa hiyo ndio pesa yenye utajigawa. When you're doing your calculations, you will be having it in your mind that I'm not working with 30,000. I'm working with 24,000 because 6,000 have been saved and invested. Why are you saving this 6,000 and investing it? It's because maybe probably in 2 years time you want to start a business. In 1 year time you want to buy something, or you want to buy you might be wanting to buy an asset that you want to put it somewhere. For example, a commercial car, you want to put it somewhere so that it can be able to generate cash flows for you. You are saving for a purpose. So whenever you get your salary, first of all, 20%, we say that you are not supposed to kutenga a lot of money, because if you try to save 15%, then it's not a good budget. It's not a good budget such that itafika mahali kubo, because kuna vitu zingine, there are some things that you are not allocating your money. Because we said you are supposed to save, you're supposed to satisfy your needs, and at the same time you're supposed to be having fun, because life is for the living. You are supposed to have fun, at the same time save, at the same time satisfy your basic needs. So ladies and gentlemen, the next 50% times 30K is going to go to, that is 15,000. This one is going to go to your needs and daily expenses, all right? Your needs and daily expenses. For example, this one can be rent, this one can be transport, this one can be food, this one can be electricity and internet. This is someone who is earning 30K. So this 15K ni wewe utajua venye utaiallocate kwa rent, transport, food, electricity and internet. Right? What do I mean? You find someone who is earning 30K, but you want to rent a house of 15,000. Now, if you do this, it's not financially intelligent, because kuna mahali budget yako itaharibika. If you allocate 15K, it means that you're only remaining with 15K. You are remaining with 15K mbele na nyuma, na hakuna kitu kingine umefanya. You have not eaten, you have not even done anything. And you need to save, and at the same time you need to have some fun. So, for someone who is earning 30K, then it's not recommended for you to live in a house of 15K. So probably you have 15,000 only to allocate all into this. All right. So you can decide to put 7,000 in your, you can decide to put 7,000 in your rent, 7,000. You can decide to put 3,500 in your transport. You can decide to put 4,500, and you see still it's not adding up because it's going to, you have not allocated anything on electricity and internet. And that's why the next 30% of 30K is going to be 9,000. And here you are talking about wants and entertainment. Wants and entertainment. The reason why you're allocating this amount, 9,000, to your wants and entertainment is so that we normally say life is for the living. Hakuna venye utasave, una save tu, you are not having fun. You don't know about tomorrow. You don't know whether you're going to exist tomorrow. So you live for today. Living for today is the most important thing. You're supposed to recognize each and every day. You're supposed to be having fun. And that's why in your budget, you should always allocate some money for entertainment. But sometimes, remember guys, we want a luxury life. For example, if you want a good, wants is something that you don't need in your life, but you feel like you want. That's why you're allocating some money here. For example, if you want a big screen in your house, that one is a want, but you don't need it to live. But the second column, you need it. You need food, you need everything. But want is something that you don't need, but you can allocate some money for that. So if you want to buy a screen, this is the column. You allocate 9,000. Probably you say that I'm going to save this money for 4 months, then buy a TV screen. If you want to go to a good house or to kuhama, you can put some money, kando, this one, and then you say after a few months, I'm going to do. So you do things one at a time. You're not going to satisfy all your wants in all by on the same time. No, it's one by one. For example, if you want to buy some clothes, you cannot be able to buy all the clothes that you want once. No, it's one at a time, one at a time. And sometimes, guys, remember, this one is not enough. So you'll need to shift some money here to here. So for you to get what you want, for example, if you want to buy something in your house and costing a lot of money, and you've already made your budget like this, then it means that you're going to be a little bit frugal in living. That means you're not going to go out sometimes, Nini, so that you can save that money to buy that particular item. So whenever you're coming with a budget, make sure that you come with a very good budget, a flexible that is going to cover all your expenses. Allocate budget to your savings, forget about it. The rest of the money, you know how to kugawa, but make sure you have allocated something to nice yourself. Maybe you buy yourself some clothes, you take yourself out, you do some traveling, and so on and so on. That is the importance of the budget, so that you may not have a lot of money going to the landlord, and then you are not happy. You are paying a lot of rent, but you are not happy in life. You are stressed because you cannot even get money to get yourself out. It's because your budget, it's not a good budget. You are not budgeting the way it's supposed to be budgeted. So guys, make sure that you have 20% in your savings, 50% in your daily needs and expenses, 30% in your wants. And for example, and I've said here, hapa unaweza cheza nayo, but here forget about, save and forget about, because this is the most important one. It's going to help you in future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Mweri. Thank you for watching. We meet in our next video.